Oh, there is one person here, and it is an UJ. I can't remember the beginning to Freaks Are Us, which is a bit annoying. I can't remember that. They're getting close now. In the hot sudden sound, suddenly I'm on the road with you. It's so good, baby, when you're at the wheel. I can't believe the way I feel. It's such a rush just being with you. Got me in the rush hour. Ooh, let's try that again. You got me in the rush hour. Ooh, you're sending me. You got me in the rush hour. Ooh, you're sending me. Got me in the rush hour. Oh, we've got people here, so I will stop annoying ears with this. I'm using this microphone, so please tell me if you can hear me or not. That'd be grand. Although I just realised now saying, "Tell me if you can hear me or not." You might not be able to hear me saying that. So, oh God, please don't fall over. Is that better? Can you see me better now? Hey, Simone. Hope you're having a good time at the NEC. It was fucking awesome to catch up with you today. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, happy birthday to me. I'm happy birthdayed up. And yeah, it was great to meet you. I really enjoyed it. Oh, I'll have to do it like loads more because it was so cool. It felt like you instantly on the same wavelength as me with videoing and stuff and everything. Yeah, I liked it. It was very awesome. Hi, Bad Books. Thank you very much. So, somebody type in the messages if they can hear me or not. Especially you, Jake, because she could run upstairs if she can't hear me. This is very strange. Sounds great. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Simone. Yeah, that's good. I'm using this new thingamajig here that I should have got out before, but I was like super flustered and like wanting to get on with cracking on with video and stuff. So thank you, Judge. Oh, that's cool. So, yes, here I am. I am now 47 as opposed to 46 yesterday. And that means I'm obviously 1 year wiser than I was before. So here's a birthday song just for me. Are you ready? Are you ready to clunk, clunk, clunk? Are you ready to hear my birthday song? There you go, birthday song. So how's everybody been then? Simone, I hope the rest of your day was cool and groovy. And tell me what you had for your lunch, because I was really hungry and all I had was biscuits. Because my dad didn't want anything to eat, so I was like, "Are you hungry?" And he's like, "No, just let's have a cup of tea." So we didn't really get anything to eat. And but Bad Books, you can tell me what you had for lunch as well. I'll tell you what I've had for lunch. Obviously, I had 10 party rings for my dinner, because that's what I had. And then we've just had Chinese takeaway. You not had any lunch, Simone? Oh my God. I hope it's not because you didn't have anything. Because you should have just said, and I'd go like nip to Tesco's on the way and got you some pot noodles, which I nearly did anyway, just so you had pot noodles, because everybody should have a pot noodle. But I didn't know whether there were any sort of specific flavours you didn't like, or whether you're a veggievore or anything like that. I've kind of got a feeling that you're not a veggievore, but I didn't know. Oh, it was if you were busy, that's all right, because that's kind of a cool reason not to eat. Oh God, I look so fat. So many takeaways. Yeah, when I'm doing sort of stuff let me see if I can put this chair down, and it might be easy. You ready? There we go. Yeah, when I'm working on the car and stuff, I hardly ever remember to eat. I can go hours and stuff. So, yeah, not eating is not always a problem. Bad Books had home cooked smoked haddock, chips, and mushy peas. That sounds delicious. We'll come round to yours next time. Simone had jammy Dodgers. Now, this is a funny thing, right? So, Julie, or Judge, used to get the name, or still gets the name, wrong of Party Rings and Jammy Dodgers, and combines them into Party Dodgers, which is really good because we are both pretty much Party Dodgers, to be honest. Look, we've got 4 people watching. How cool's that? Although I can only count 3, unless I'm one of the people that's watching. Do you count as your own person watching? That's a bit weird, spooky, watching yourself. Well, yeah, that's true, Simone. I did only literally publish it 2 minutes before 9 though, because I thought I'd set it up, but I'd set it up for midnight tomorrow, because I'm a bit dim. Jimmy Quinn's in the house. Hey up, Jimmy Quinn. Oh, thank you very much. Happy birthday to me. Party Dodgers is a far better name. It totally is. It totally is. Although it does kind of make you think that there might be jam involved. So yeah, no jam. But yeah, let's just give Udjudge a bit of a round of applause for coming up with that name. It's only a tiny one because it's not that good a name. Are you going to do a live stream from the NEC, Simone? That'd be cool. Quite look forward to that. That'll be amazing. And I don't know if who's seen and who's not seen TC, but obviously today was my my first experience, my first holistic TC experience. And as I placed my buttocks into the driver's seat of TC, and I gazed fondly for the first time upon the steering wheel of TC and the dashboard of TC, and took in the whole ambience of the TC. I must say I was very impressed. I was very impressed. I don't think I've ever sat inside a Ford from that era before, but I very much loved it. I can see Simone why you love that car. It's a whole era of it, and that dashboard is kind of got me a bit hooked. It's just the way it's sort of positioned so far away and sloping away from me. It's odd. It's not the same sort of thing you get in any sort of modern-ish car at all, and it's just got so much character. Literally that car is character on wheels. It's sort of colours, it's mismatched wings, it's insideness, the seat covers, the steering wheel, the top of the dashboard, the dark blue tops of the doors, the panels in the back, everything, the headlining, all of it just adds up to be one amazing ambience in that car. And you should be so proud, Simone, of that car. It's It's perfect. I mean, it's going to get more perfect, but it's perfect as it is. It is like literally the kind of car I would keep in the garage and be proud to take it out on there. And there's going to be some people that it's not their cup of tea, because that's literally car community, isn't it? There's always people that don't like certain things, but there'll be far more people that love TC. And I'm definitely now a lifelong fan, lifelong member of the TC fan club. So well done, Simone. Love it. Keep it up. Adore that car. And you are welcome, because you deserve it. Hi, Black Lines. Thank you very much for my happy birthday, Ines. I am obviously now very mature and not at all prone to silliness, because I am a whole 1 year older. So what's everybody else been doing? I know what Simone's been doing. I know actually I don't know what Udrudge has been doing. So if you want to tell me, Udrudge, what you've been doing, apart from ordering pyjamas in the wrong size, I don't have no idea what you've been doing. What's Mr. Jimmy Quinn been up to? What's Mr. Bad Books been up to? What's Mr. Blacklines been up to? Anything exciting? Anything not exciting? Either or. The birth things, aren't they? I kind of should have plotted this a bit earlier. I don't know. Oh, I made a fall over. Oh God! Hopefully that's where it were before. Oh look! I fell over on that camera. I just have to wait to see if I'm all lined up again. I'm all lined up again, right? What were I going to say? I can't remember what we're going to say. I have no idea what we're going to say. I'm sure it'll come back to me. Yeah, anyway, let's go back to the dinner question. We had Chinese, but my in typical it's your birthday style, my food was the one that was missed off the order, so they had to bring it later, by which time everybody had finished eating. So all I've done is put mine in the fridge for tomorrow. Black Line says the lights are very Phoenix Nights. They are, aren't they? I can even make this one go to the sound of my voice, actually. So it kind of works a bit better on some stuff than others. Let me see if I can find one. Yeah, that one's all right. It's kind of just goes to the sound of your voice, so it flashes away as you're talking. But I prefer it on a random thing like that. This one just does stuff anyway whenever it wants, really. And I've stared at it. I can't see anymore. When will the video you filmed be uploaded? So I've popped everything on the computer today, Simone, but literally as I'd managed to put everything on the computer, my mum and dad came for dinner, so they've only just left like 20 minutes ago. So it should be either tonight I'll edit it, or more than likely tomorrow morning. So it should be tomorrow sort of lunchtime, tomorrow tea time at the latest on there. I might do it in a couple of parts. So what I'll do is I might chuck the interview bit on first, and then for the day after I'll do the walk round and photograph bits on there. But yeah, I'll try and chuck the interview one on first, because that's like a big chunk anyway, and it's the best thing. Like I literally watched the first 15 seconds and it's perfect. It doesn't need editing. It's just perfect. It's got hats. It's got hair. What else do you need in an intro? And I'll make sure I remember to tag your channel and stuff on there. Not like you're going to need any of my subs, because I'm pretty sure everyone that subbed to me subbed to you already. But it's integral. So Udrudge is going to tell me what she's been doing today while I've been out busily working. I've been watching randomness on Netflix, received small butt-sized pyjamas, been to Tesconio, had a nap because I can, had a shower, and then you came back home with a happy face. I did come back home with a happy face. I've had a good birthday. It's been one of the great birthdays. It was certainly better than last year's birthday. Bad Book says he got his MX-5 out of Hibernation, drove to the local MX-5 meet. Tortoises have been enjoying the sun this week. Oh, me we were looking around an MX5 Owners Club stand today, Bad Bucks, me and my dad. And yeah, he's back into wanting an MX5 again. Literally, there must be about 1 million cars that he wants at the moment. I think it's pretty much anything but that bloody MGB, because it's just one problem after another at the moment. So once that MGB is fixed, I'm pretty much he'll keep on that. But yeah, we were looking at MX5s today, and there was a nice one at the show. I've took a picture of it, so it'll be on a video. But it was like you can't really call it a chop top, because there's not really a top on the MX5s, but it was like a shortened windscreen, permanent small side windows, and like speed humps behind the seats, back part on it, and it looked really good. So obviously the seats were lower inside and stuff. But yeah, look out for that on the next on the video on, is it Friday today? Yeah, on Sunday it should be that one. Blackline's planning a new route for tomorrow morning. Every Saturday I take my son out for a drive. He's autistic and he likes to draw any new roads we take on a little map diary he keeps. Oh, that's kind of cool. Are you sort of like running out of routes now then, or is it fairly new still, or do you like revisit the same routes but in different seasons and experience them differently, which is something I kind of do with my main favourite route, because it's got loads of hairpins and it's a bit crackers, and there's also the Strines pub halfway across it if I want to stop. Is from Langsett Reservoir to just above Derwent Valley. So that's got some quite nice roads on it as well on there. But I want to try and do that in every season. So the last time I did it was I might have missed winter. I'll have to try and remember when. Yeah, I'll have to try and have a look when I filmed it. I suppose that it was that route where it killed the drift camera because of the rain. But I did it yesterday in Henrietta, but I didn't film it. I should have filmed it actually in retrospect, because I didn't use cameras at all yesterday. But yeah, it's a nice little route. I want to do like in every season on there. Bad Book says, was nice to drive the 5 after driving the boring Rickmobile all week. Yeah, I find that. It's like Margaret's far from the best example of an MGTF, but it's just something different, isn't it? I mean, like my dad commented the other day, because I let him, basically we went around to test drive his MGB and it didn't get up road before we brought it back. So we still need to do stuff to it. So I just let him drive Margaret around for an hour, and it was like, first thing he said is like, oh, it's really weird engine noise being behind you. And I honestly don't even realise anymore that it's there. All I hear is like, oh, that exhaust's still blowing, I need to sort that out. But yeah, it's even ropey examples of unusual cars have their sort of little characteristics that are sort of better on there. Good evening, Dick Dastardly. Hope you're well today. So Blackline says, we tend to head in the same general directions, but sometimes come across different sea roads or tracks, etc., around the area that lead to the same places in a different way. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I kind of have a similar experience, but that's more down to my general not being able to remember how to get to places. Like one of the areas that kind of features on my videos a little bit more often than other places is obviously Langsett Reservoir is the first one, but the second one is this set of power generating turbines on Royd Farm, I think it is. And to be honest, I can kind of remember how to get there, but every time, well, nearly every time, probably half the time I try and drive there, I take this one wrong turn and it leads me completely astray. And it's just bizarre. Like literally, I should be able to remember my way there. I've been enough times. But as you'll see, there's a bike video in search of windmills, and I go wrong way, so I end up coming at it from a different angle. But if I can, there's one turn. If I get that turn right, then I'm fine. I can find my way. If I get that turn wrong, then I've no idea where I'm going. Bad Book asks me,
Have you had Henrietta out and about with the new tyres?
Yes, I have. Yeah, took her out for. We went out for a bit of a trip round yesterday. Right, where did we go? So obviously we went to Langsett Reservoir, and then we went from Langsett Reservoir around all the little U-turns and past the Shrines pub, up towards Derwent, down towards Lady Bower, to into the car park for Derwent Valley. Had a sausage butty, which I didn't take a picture of, like an idiot, but it was delicious. Did some troll spotting. So obviously there'll be a troll video to come. Again, massive exclusives about ducks in that video. You thought you knew ducks. You don't know ducks. You know nothing about the ducks. So you'll have to watch out for that one. Then we left there. We went. Now then, this is another example of me being terrible at directions. So let's go to Castleton, thought CC's brain. So I got to just past the station, past Bamford, to the junction where there's a petrol station on your right, and I'm massively convinced that it's left at that junction. And then as I'm sat there turning left, I realised that the signs for Castleton pointed right. So we went the opposite way. We went up through Hathersage, out as though I was going towards Boaties, to be honest. But I didn't go that far. I stopped at this little area called Surprise View, which is like a little car park on the left-hand side, and you can walk up to the top. And then if you cross over the road, there's loads of little rocky outcrops. And I stopped there, and this is how my brain works, right? I was thinking, oh, I could stop here. I could take a photo and send it on the team WhatsApp message. Because the other day when I was at work, I was putting I Spy with My Little Eye something beginning with whatever on the team chat on Teams, and people were guessing what I was looking at. So I thought I could do that from there. So what I did, I parked up, walked across the road, stood near some rocks, and took a photograph. And I think I've put it on the video for a minute, so you'll see it. And I'll try and remember to subtitle it and tell you what with this video, this photo. So I took a photo of these rocks, but in the background, I made sure that you could see Henrietta like miles away. Ickle, tiny Henrietta. And I sent it to my team and said, I spy with my little eye, something beginning with R. And as predicted, everybody said rocks, ha ha ha. And after everybody had said rocks, I sent a picture of the zoomed in bit and I said, no, rover, and then a big arrow pointing to Henrietta. And that's literally, I just wanted to do that, and that made me pick a destination and pay for parking and everything. Yeah, maybe I need to rethink my life a little bit. Dick Dastardly says, did you have an old Cortina for your birthday? No, but I met the owner of one, and she is delightful. Black Lions, he would love the roads and hills around Boaties Way. It's very flat around here. Yeah, Boaties, the roads around Boaties are fantastic. Oh, Simone says, I haven't had a chance to look around the show yet, Simon. Did you see an MGTF stand? I saw quite a few MGTFs and MGs and ZRs and stuff. So I did get a couple of photographs, and I was talking to a chap about a car that wasn't his, and I said, is this your car? And he said no. And then I talked to him about his, but it turns out the car that I was looking at, that I was interested in, is actually someone I follow and talk to on Instagrams. It literally it's a Trophy Blue TF, and the wheels on it are the same as the green ones on mine, but painted in the same colour as the Rabington alloys I've done on Margaret. So it's a Trophy Blue MTF with gunmetal Rover grey alloys on it, and it looks pucker because obviously it's the same colour choice I would have made. But yeah, there's some really good stuff there, Simone, and a lot more stuff than I expected it to be, especially the like trade stands, like the tool stands and stuff. They're really good. Yeah, there were loads of stuff there. I mean, the toy cars, there's loads of toy car stalls and stuff. And to be honest, when I got you the that present I got you, I was looking to see if they've got a Mark III Cortina like old pamphlet, but I couldn't remember what year yours was, and they all seem to have years on them, and I was like, oh, I don't want to get wrong year, that'd be silly. So I thought I'd get you that other thing instead. I hope you like it. I thought it'd be kind of useful and it might like fit in and stuff. But it's a shame I missed you when I came back because I wanted to take a thumbnail picture because I forgot before. But I'll screen grab some. It'll be great. Ujij says, and as an officially wiser man, do you have any words of wisdom you'd like to share with us on this beautiful evening? Well, no, I don't feel any wiser. I feel more enlightened, but not wiser. They're too subtle. Or maybe that is the wisdom. Knowledge is not wisdom, and wisdom is not knowledge. You can have that one for free. Judge again calls me a funny sausage. I assume she's calling me a funny sausage. You're not saying I have a funny sausage. Tricking your... Oh, yeah, she's calling me a funny sausage. Does anyone in your team have any common interests with you, by the way? I don't think they do, to be honest. To be honest, Judge. Steph's arte, I suppose. I can't think of anything else. Someone says it fits, but it's a little on the big side. That's not what she said. Yeah, they didn't. I tried to find some, like, even a medium one, and the only Ford ones they'd got were large and extra large. And I thought, unless you were going to use it as a blanket, an extra large, it would be a bit silly. But at least a large one, you could put it over the top of your coat, maybe, or a hoodie, and it's not going to be too baggy then. So I kind of figured I'd get you that just because I've seen you when you're doing some videos. I like you, like me. You just kind of have a coat on and make do. And I've ruined a coat or two by getting a bit too into stuff like that. So I just thought it'd be cool, and it might be cool for video, for photos and stuff. While you're there, you like putting your Ford tunic on and standing outside of your car doing work. I thought it'd be cool on there. So I'm glad you like it, Simone. It makes me happy that you're happy about it. Yes, it was intense, Juju. It's very cool. Good. I'm glad you like it. I like making people happy. It's a nice thing. The world's too full of people being, hello, Radiator, being critical and harsh about other people's views and opinions and life choices and such like. Everybody should just learn to appreciate everybody else for being who they are, whether you agree with their views or not. Just enjoy being around other humans. Just be nice to people. God, it's not much to ask, is it? Just be nice. I don't know what else to do at the moment. I didn't bring any topics up. Does anybody want me to run through... Oh, no, I've lost it. Did we do cakes? Britain's top favourite cakes. Does anybody want me to run through Britain's top favourite cakes from 2018? If they do, I can do that. I've not really got any other topics up. I'm just happy to talk bollocks if that's what you want me to do. Bad Book says, where is Top Cat Jack? He's over there. I'm not going to show you because it means moving camera and I might not get it stood back up again. But he's over there in like that cat carrier. Hang on, I'll have to wait for that video to catch up to make sure I'm pointing in the right direction, which could be a long time. There's me looking in there, and then telling you he's over there. I wonder if my finger's pointing in the right direction. I'm going to be pointing that way for like a good minute by the looks of it. But there, that's where he is. Yeah, look, I'm pointing exactly the right place. How cool is that? That's me pointing in there. That's where Jack is. Simone says, I appeared in the latest I Drive the Classic video. I'll have to check that out. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to Steph. I didn't see it today. I had a look. Oh, Simone. Yeah, I forgot to say this. So we're walking around like this. And I thought, that looks like Matt. I didn't think Matt was supposed to be here. But then you said, I remembered you mentioned that you'd spoke to him. So I thought, right, off I went. So I went off to speak to Matt. And as I got close to him, he turned round and he was eating his dinner. And I'm like, oh, this is so rude to sort of interrupt somebody while they're eating the dinner. And I thought, sod it, I'm going to interrupt him anyway. So yeah, I had a chat with Matt. What a super nice fellow he is. And I was kind of like, I was just saying, oh, hi, I'm Project MGTF. I'm like, sometimes I know you on your chats and comment and stuff like that. And yeah, and then he was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I went, I'll leave you to your dinner then. And then he asked me a question, so he obviously wanted to talk a bit more. So I had a bit of a chat with him. Mentioned that we were meeting him because he's doing a thing at the Motorist in Leeds at the end of April. So I'm going to meet up with him then. And do a bit of filming on there, so that should be good. And I know Rob from Beards and Bangers is going to be there as well. Jaffa cakes? What are you on about, Dick Dastardly? Who's got Jaffa cakes? I want Jaffa cakes. Why have I not got Jaffa cakes? It's my birthday. I should have Jaffa cakes. It was very cool. Very cool things happened today. Okay, I don't know what that means. Thumbs up, host, and mumble or so, everyone. Well, hi, Grace Gogong. What else happened as well? There was something else, and I can't remember what it was. Meh. Yeah, so I met lots of lovely people today. Simone being the most loveliest. I met Chop's Garage as well today. He was there. And Classic. Oh, is it Mike? Simone, you'll have to remind me. I can't remember what his channel name is because I saw him when he was stood at the side of TC, and then he caught up with me later as well. When we were walking around. Oh, okay. Okay, you'll judge. That's some good thumbing upping. You can be a moderator today, you'll judge, so you can moderate stuff. So Judge is now managing moderator for your channel. There you go, Judge. You now have a job. I will not pay you. Chris from Pluto Motors. Is Pluto Motors and Chris the one that you were on a live stream of with before? Is that who I left the coat with? I literally have no idea. I thought it was Mike from Classic Car Wales that I'd met. Maybe it wasn't. I'm terrible. I'm so terrible. I have trouble remembering my own name. Like how many times I introduced myself to Matt as Simon and then thought, well, that makes no sense. He didn't know who that is. And then I said Project MGTF. And then I thought, he probably didn't know who that is either. Ah, yeah, that's it. Classic Wheels Wales. That's it. Thank you, Simone. Yes. So yeah, it is Mike, isn't it? So yeah, I saw him later on as well. As we were walking around on there. He's a thoroughly nice chap, as is Chops. Everybody's thoroughly nice. Ujij says, oh my God, you're going to regret this. And now she has a little spanner at the side of her name. And that is not to say that Ujij is a spanner. Oh, Dick Dastardly, the cakes. Right, I'll go through the cakes. I'm going to go through them one by one. I'm not going to spend too long. Where was this? Where was this? You were, and all these facts. Oh, so it's the, sorry, Dick. I just assume everybody knows what I do every day. So it was the National Restoration Show at the NEC. So the delectable Simone has TC there on a Mark III Cortina stand, and she's been doing some bits and pieces. So she's switching the windscreen out. Either that or somebody pinched the windscreen when I went back. And it's a show where there's loads of restoration bits going on. So there's quite a few like live demos. There was a wheeler dealers corner as well, which seemed to be quite popular. There was quite a large auction section, quite a large trade section, quite a few car club stands. Actually, a lot more than I thought they'd be there. My memory of it the last time I went was it just seemed to be full of high-end trade stands, like we can re-chrome all your stuff for £1 bazillion, and we can bespoke make the wings from your 1935 Bentley and all that sort of high-end stuff. But it was like totally not like that this time. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Well worth going out. Uji says that's as close to a spanner as I'll ever get. Well, at least you can use this one. Bad Books. I like Chops and Classic Car Wales. Is it Classic Wheels Wales? Chops is great at demolishing trolls in his comments. I don't really watch much Chops stuff. I think the YouTube algorithms, I don't know whether it's just my feed or whether it's a general thing, but if I don't watch a video from someone for a week or so, it just kind of boots them out of the list. So I need to then actively go through my subscriptions and see what I've missed on there, which is très frustrating. Simone, that's up to that's up to Judge. If she wants to call me a spanner, that's fine. I just ask that she makes sure that she calls me an imperial spanner and not a metric spanner. That's all I ask for. Oh, I can't believe as well, Simone, that you were like just round the corner really from all the food places, and there was like so many nice things. And I'd also this is how terrible my memory is. I'd forgot that within, like, if you go out of the halls, the central part of the NEC has got loads of food places in there, and there was a Cornish pasty place. I should have just got you a Cornish pasty, whether you wanted it or not, and said, here you go, there's a pasty for later. You'd have been fine with that. Bad Books. This guy was slagging Chops off, so I insulted him with a rude joke, and Chops wiped the floor with him. Hilarious. He did come across as quite witty. Judge laughs with Simone, I assume, at Simone. You want me to call you an imperial tool, Simon? That's the Imperial Tool song, isn't it? Isn't it that one? There you go. That's it. That's something you'll never find anywhere else on the internet. Dick Dastardly says, right, okay, thanks. I expect there will be 40 videos from all those different YouTube types on it. I'll get to that in a second, Simone. I expect you're right, Dick, and I was hoping to try and edit mine to be a bit different to them, because I was very conscious while I was walking around to try and think a way to present it in a different way to other people. Let me have a drink because my throat is just like giving up totally at the moment. Oh dear. I was at band practice on Wednesday and I was taking it super easy. I was drumming but light because I've knackered my wrist up drumming, and I did a bit of singing, but I was trying not to push myself because it's like months since I've properly had a go at singing and stuff. And then sort of like 20 minutes from when we were packing up, Pete said, has anybody else got any ideas? And I thought, I've got a like one line lyric idea, and I came up with 4 chords that sounded really sort of Sonic Youthy, and then rather than coming up with like a verse and a chorus, I literally just did the good old Pixies tried and tested routine of having quiet verses, loud choruses, so literally just stamping on the distortion for the chorus bits. And it went from sort of like really melodic-y verses to just shout in the choruses, and my throat were like dead by the end of it. So yeah, there you go. I can't remember what you asked now. Oh yeah, about the things. Yeah, so I'm trying to save my voice. How did I get from usual format to singing? I don't know. Oh, because I had a drink, that were it. That is true, Simone. It is not a Cornish pasty if it's in Birmingham. That is true. But I was wondering whether they sort of ship them up from Cornwall and then bake them here. Does that still count? Because isn't that the reason why? I don't want to get myself in trouble with Simone here. I was going to say, isn't that the reason why Gingsters are still called Cornish? Because they're made in Cornwall but then baked elsewhere. But are Gingsters actually made in Cornwall? Oh, right, want a pasty now. God damn it. Dick Dastardly says, chops used to be better, I thought, back in his earlier days, although I did start watching regularly again after I was impressed. He joins in Project Nigel. Yeah. To be honest, I've not looked at stuff for a while. Last one I think I looked at were, I'm sure it was when he had a 500, a Fiat 500, because I were, about this time last year, I was looking to get, maybe a bit after this time last year, I was looking to get a Fiat 500. I wanted an Abarth, but I was going to get a 500 Sport and body kit. And I think he did a video about, it might have been an Abarth actually, but he had some problems with engine and it kind of put me off a bit. Udge says, do you want a cuppa to help your throat? No, I'm all right, I've got water, Udge. Dick Dastardly said, I'd buy a car off him though, if he wasn't so far away. I don't know where he is, and I probably would. Don't tempt me. I've got a bonus this month, and I get paid on Monday, and I've already told the judge I'm not even going to buy anything else other than one of them Sky Team Ace bikes. If I can see one that's fairly cheap and just needs doing up, I'll definitely get one of them. Simone says I need to go soon. I need to shout. That's okay. Don't worry about it. It was lovely to meet you today, and thank you very much for joining in our little stream. Very much appreciated, Simone. Thank you. And Osha says, it's not Cornish if it's made there. It's only Cornish if it's made there, which I very much doubt. Yeah, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, next time I go, I'm going to remember I'm going to eat one anyway. Bad Book says he meant Jersey Floyd. What did Bad Book say before? Jersey Floyd. Well, you mean they were taking piss out of Jersey Floyd? Good afternoon. That's my impression of Jersey Floyd. That's all I can do. And he's very good at putting content together. I don't know. So sometimes I don't find his stuff very engaging sometimes, but that's just personal preference. See you later, Simone. Have fun. Yeah, hope your next couple of days at NEC go well. Send me a message. Let me know how you're doing and stuff. If I don't catch you online. Yeah, thanks for today. Take care. Groovy. What are people's favourite YouTubers at the time? And also maybe another question would be: is there any YouTubers that people used to watch all the time and then they hardly watch anymore because they've got bored of it or whatever? I think Hubnut's my most unwatched at the moment. Like, I don't know, it just seems to have disappeared. That is true. He will literally do Shambolic Shamble parts 1 to 27. Oh, he chops here, Devon boy. Okay. See, what I need to do, and I'm not joking here, and it sounds stalkerish, but it's not meant to be stalkerish. what I need to do is start making a file on different YouTubers. So the YouTube channel name, what the person's actually called, where they're based, and what they kind of do. Because I'm just terrible at keeping track. And I know for a fact I'm going to mess someone's name up, or someone's messaging me while I'm doing a live. How freaking rude. Yeah, I'm gonna forget. Also, it'd be useful to know where people are based in the UK, because I'm definitely planning on this year doing a trip down south. So I need to see my mate Ian for a start, who I've not seen for a few years. I need to call in on Simone and spend a bit of time doing some videos and some cool chatty watties with Simone. Definitely need to see Rob again, although Rob's coming up north in next sort of month or so. But yeah, it'd be fun to catch people like in a bit of a loop. Oh, I need to plan this. This needs to be a plan, and I need to plan which car I'm taking. Oh man, so much stuff. Udge says favorite YouTuber, me obviously. Why? You get to see me all the time. You don't just have to watch me on telly. And the YouTuber that Udge used to watch but doesn't as much anymore is Lennon the Bunny. Now, rather than asking, you're right, Jack. Rather than asking Udge to explain who Lennon the Bunny is, I'll tell you, he's literally a rabbit. It's this girl that owns this rabbit called Lennon, and she does loads of rabbit videos and stuff. And Julie likes rabbits. Yeah, that's about it. Are you going to Project Nigel meet? Hopefully I'm going. Bad Books, it's on the 4th, isn't it? 4th of April. Is it the 4th of April? It's the same day as the Australian Grand Prix. And I think if all goes to plan, I'll have time to watch the Grand Prix and then get over to the yard for 10 o'clock. So yes, all being well, yes. If not, then I'll turn up to the yard at the end, or if Paul puts like a route out, I'll try and meet you somewhere. If he meets up on that more top car park again, I'll meet you all there if I can't get to it on there. But yes, I mind calling you Julie or Judge, or do I mind calling you or Judge Julie? Stutter then did dastardly. I don't much like Hubnut, shock horror. I find him a bit dull. My favourite is and has been Project Nigel for quite some time. It's a good choice. The thing I like about Paul's videos is there might not always be something going on, but he's got that quirky way of presenting stuff, and that's what I think makes it a unique channel experience on there. Yeah, I mean, it's like the blessing and the curse thing. It's a blessing for his YouTube stuff for footage ideas, because he's in the yard all the time, and the yard's just full of stuff for him to film. But the curse is that he's in the yard all the time, so it's not very often that he films outside the yard. So it's kind of a bit of a two-way street, that one. Greetings, General Cheeseburger. Happy birthday, thank you very much. I like being wished a happy birthday. Does everybody else get that thing on Facebook where you log on at dinner time or just have a quick check and you've got like 20 happy birthday messages from people you know, people you did know 10 years ago or whenever, people that you know but you never speak to? It's just weird, isn't it? It'd be good if on Facebook you could just select like 6 or 7 random generic responses and just set it to just say it back to everybody. Dick Dastardly says, I like the surprising and funny moments. Yeah, he's good. Project Nigel is good at doing stuff like that, and he's got that sense of humour as well. And yeah, I like it when he mixes stuff up. I also like the way that he does random editing around stuff, which is kind of what's inspired me to do the like little adverts that I'm going to start putting into things and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot I can learn from Paul and his techniques. So hopefully I'll get up there for that meet. I want to get up there as well and get some bits for Henny before before too long. So yeah, and I've had 2.5 days off and not managed to get up there. It's just I've got loads of other stuff to do. Ujij says Project Nigel is funny. I like him. Yeah, Ujij likes him. She's never met him. That's what they do. Make a good team. Bad Books. They do make a good team. They are a formidable force when they're together on there. I wish Boaty would do more stuff that wasn't at the yard. I wish it'd be nice. Like, I know it's not a good set of situation or circumstances, but when Project Nigel goes to Boaty's house, that's kind of cool. And I'm jealous that they got to play on the swings. I've been wanting to play them swings for ages, and I said next time I go to Boaty's, I'm going to do a video from me playing on the swings. And blooming Boaty's done it before me, which he should do because he lives next door to him. Right, surprisingly, I've managed to waffle absolute balls for 52 minutes nearly. So let's just start winding stuff down, because I believe Paul's stream starts at 10, and I didn't even put this one on Facebook. So thank you so much for joining me. I kind of did say that I'd try and do one if I were available today, and it ended up that my parents left just before 10, so I could set one up. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me, and yeah, it's been good. It's been a nice birthday. 47 years old. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm going to be honest. This time last year on my birthday, about 2 weeks before my birthday, I had an operation to get a cancer out of my bladder, which was pretty horrible, and I didn't like it. And then I was obviously feeling a bit better for my birthday, but over that past year, it's been a case of going back for checkups every so often. And last Wednesday, not the one just gone, the one before there, I had my last checkup and everything was all clear. So from that day onwards, I've had a pretty good time. And this has been one of the best birthday days I've had. It's been quite cool. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me on my 47th birthday nonsense talk. And here's to bazillions of other ones on there. So yeah, thank you very much. And I hope to see you all on Paul's stream. And we could do with some music for playing out, couldn't we? What music should we have for playing out? Let's have this one, because this is a channel favourite.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Sexy lady. Oppan Gangnam Style. Sexy lady.
There we go, all done. So yeah, cool. See you all later. Thank you for all the thank yous and stuff. And it feels so nice having friends. Catch you all later, guys. Take care and be awesome to each other. Bye.
I don't know where the button's gone. Oh, there it is. Bye now.